So all this technology, social media, artificial intelligence, all of it is fast taking away our ability to be in the moment and be present. Yeah, and as I said earlier, to learning to be and activating your being and then operating from there is something which can be very, very helpful in dealing with anxiety and restlessness. My understanding or learning also has been that your anxiety stems from an over reliance on just one half of your intelligence, which is your masculine faculty, which is your mind, your intellect, your logic, your rational, your left brain, your calculation, your understanding of pros and cons, action, consequence, all of that. And we are over reliant on that. But when we are over reliant on that, we are not using the other intelligence, the other half, which is the feminine faculty, and it lies dormant, which is we are not using our sensing, we're not using our intuition enough, we are not aware of what the body is really saying or bringing as a message to you in the moment. And sadly, that's how it is. The four mental states that I spoke about earlier, if you would see, all four of them are actually uh, they are internalized. Our society or the environment that we were brought up in has taught us. Now come to look at this and notice a child. Does a child who's infant, less than 1.5 year old, 1.5 year old, does this being has any perception of time, any understanding of past or the future? No, right? You would see the child living in the now. Does the child have a doing consciousness? Oh, let me do this. Let me figure this out. Let me act on this right now. The child is led by the being, and is does actions. There is momentum, there is movement, but which is the momentum which is led by the being and not the doing consciousness. You'll also see child has no concept of perfection or right wrong, or doing things a certain way or shoulds, or there's free flow. There is happening in the moment, and there is total acceptance and joy of that free flow. And the child has no fear of the unknown. The child is, eternally actually very safe. Unless something from the outside comes as a very strong simulation and it shakes up the child. But otherwise, you'll see children being anchored in and being feeling very, very safe. So where did all this come from? The perception of time, the doing consciousness, the perfection, the idea of perfection, or the fear of the unknown. Our environment actually starts feeding it into us, and we have internalized this very, very strong, and I would say patriarchal. Patriarchal, when I say it is the imbalanced masculine energy, which is on the drive of achieving, doing, having control, figuring things out. So it's the internalized patriarchal energy or the imbalanced masculine energy that has turned, or put us into this negative cycle, and that is what is really leading to all the anxiety and restlessness. We need to come back to that original child state where we start feeling safe. Safety is very, very important to human existence, and most restlessness and anxiety actually stems from the feeling of insecurity or feeling unsafe inside. So it's quite a journey, a long one, but as far as we become more and more aware of this, it will be helpful for us and people around us, because we also spill over a lot of anxiety onto other people and trouble them. So let's move step by step. Stay tuned, there'll be more coming in.